Welcome back to Zook Rants. I haven't done this in a while. Feels a little weird coming back to it. But welcome back to Zook Rants. Today I'm ranting about my school. Won't drop the school name due to privacy reasons, obviously. But I'll be talking about it today. And I don't know. Let's first talk about construction at my school. So when I was at this school for the first time, there's no construction at the school, right? No construction at the school. It was working completely fine. And then I come back for the year after, and our field is all tore up. There's no grass. It is all dirt. There is a brand new mural painted on the back of the gym, and our lunchroom kitchen completely redone. We have an elementary school right across the street, so we had to get elementary school food instead of school food that relates to my grade, right? And elementary school food sucks. I'm saying it right now. Elementary school food sucks. So, yeah. And then this year, there's no construction. The school's back, normal. Field's back, kitchen's back. It's all fine. Then they're planning on building a new office, right? Not this year, not next year, but senior year of high school. They're planning on building a new office, right? It starts February of next year and doesn't finish till my senior year of high school. Or no, it doesn't finish till after my senior year of high school. So I won't get to experience it at all. And they are completely ripping up the parking lot, ripping up the field, our actual track field over there. They're ripping that up too, so they can build a brand new office. And they're finishing it my senior year. So me nor any of my friends we get to experience brand new office. And I'm kind of weirded out on how pick up and drop off is gonna work, since I don't like people going through the office or getting picked up at the office. But right where they're putting the office is a main pick up and drop off area. It's where I get picked up and dropped off. So I don't know how it's gonna work, how it's gonna get working. But let's get on to the next topic. School relationships. God, I can't speak. Relationships. Sounds weird in the mask. Relationships. There you go. Relationships. And I can almost guarantee that none of these relationships are going to last. The people, it's weird. And I'm gonna say it right now. I don't know how these people get girls. I'm saying I don't know how. Right? And there's this one kid, I think it was last year, he got a girlfriend, right? And he's probably the worst kid in my grade, if not the entire school right now. He does nothing. His grades probably suck, his behavior sucks, and he's outright stupid. And he has had this girl for a year and a half now, and they're still dating. I don't know how. And let's get to another one. Oh, one I discovered recently. He's big dude, probably least athletic. He's okay, but then he got this girl, right? Short, really short, right? And wears shorts all the time, really short. Wears shorts all the time, and she just uses him as her pack mule. It's like one time, me and my friends were walking we either walking to the cafeteria or walking out of the cafeteria. They walked out in the opposite direction, and he is carrying his backpack on his back, her backpack on his front. He is carrying her Stanley and a Starbucks pink drink in this hand, and she's carrying nothing. And they're talking to each other, but she's carrying nothing. He is carrying everything, which I find weird. I need to fix my table. Nope, too far. Right there. Perfect. And yeah. So the school relationships is weird. And my friends, right? I have a decently sized friend group. I think there's 5 of us, maybe 6 if I'm forgetting somebody. And there's this one girl, right? Because I think there's 2 girls, 3 boys. Yeah, 5 of us in this friend group, right? And this one girl, she was in a relationship from the first year to the second year at the school. And first year, second year at the school. And in the end of the second year, we convinced her to break up with her boyfriend. Because, in her words, he was abusive. Not physically, but mentally abusive. And she didn't like it. But she couldn't break up with him. Because her love for him was too strong or something. And so she hates him. Like, hates him with all of her heart. And she does. And so she's like, she wants to get into her. And then, so that was last year, and then this year, her and then one of my other friends, one of my best friends, they dated for about a week, maybe 2 weeks at that, and they broke up. Hellfire and brimstone, that relationship, right? They're still friends, but they're never dating again. Each other, at least. Never dating each other again. And so then we're in this friend group. Oh no, 6. 3 boys, 3 girls. And then one of my friends, I need to name people. So one of my friends, X, and the girl who was in a terrible relationship, J, matched X and J. J matched X with one of the other girls in a relationship together. And A, who is dating X now, A was Jay's best friend since like elementary school. I don't know when, didn't go to elementary school with them, but they've been friends since elementary school. Right? And then Jay is mad that A got a boyfriend before she did. So she was all mad at A. And she didn't talk to A for I think about like 2 days or something like that. And then, I think this happened today. She matched J, different person. She matched the 2 J's together. She matched J and J together. And the first J, the boy, was friends with the terrible... there's so many J's. Terrible relationship J's on this side of the table. Relationships are on this side of the table. So, abusive relationship J matched J, one of my best friends, with another J who is abusive relationships friends. So they're dating now. And she's mad at both of them because she's mad at everybody now except for me. That everybody else can date except for her, but she says she's not ready for a relationship, or she tries to. And I'm gonna be honest, she's a little bit psycho. So I mean, there you go, right? And then that's probably about it for middle school relationships, or not middle school, but the school relationships to begin with. And how, right? And then let's get on the behavior problem and jokes now. I'm sure this happens everywhere, but I'm only going to talk about my school because that's the only probably where I only know it happens, and that is behavior problems, right? So A, who is the one who said got a girl last year, and they've been dating for 1.5 years now, right? He's probably one of the worst behaved kids at my school, like, and especially my science teacher's class. So my science teacher is old. And, like, we depose him constantly. Not me, but my class does. And so they're like, So he's deposed every day. And so then just worse behavior, and then he has like friends at every table, so he can't be moved anywhere because he'll just talk to somebody, right? And this kid's flat out stupid. I'll tell you why. So we were sitting in history class, my favorite subject, my favorite class here, teacher, right? I was sitting in the back. I finished my work because I'm just that quick, that good at history, right? We're learning American history, for example, right? We're learning American history, and then A's talking to one of his friends over there. I sit in the very back of the room, and then my teacher S, Mr. S, we'll call him. He's like, "Hey, stand up and go sit next to Zook. He's the smartest person in the class, anyways. You'll learn something from him." I look at Jay, right? Abusive relationship Jay, because she sits next to me. I look at her like, oh god, this is gonna be terrible. Because everybody hates him. I already hate him, even though he's done nothing to me. He sits down right next to me because each table's in pairs. So me and Jay are paired, and then there's a gap, and then A. This isn't A and somebody else. They're paired up, right? I sit down. Oh no, wait, that's wrong. False. Rub back, rewind. Jay is in here. So he moves A from the very to the very front of the room to the very back of the room right next to me. I'm like, oh no, this is gonna suck. I sit down. I think we're on our Chromebooks or something, and I was done. So my Chromebook was open. I was probably watching like World War II footage videos or something because that's like the stuff I'm into is World War II and that kind of stuff. And it was colorized. And he looks over. Didn't even look at, and then he looks over at me, and he's like, "Hey Zook, you got some money?" Like, not even a hi, not a hello, not can you help me with this? Do you have money? I never carry money around with me because I don't trust the people at my school. So I don't carry money around. I've never brought money to school, ever. And he asked me for money immediately. I'm like, no, I don't have money for you, bro. No money. And so I unpause my video. I go back to watching my video, right? And then he like looks over at it and he's like, you know, none of that stuff is real, right? I look at him. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he's like, you know, they didn't have cameras back then. He said, do you know they didn't even have cameras back then? For those of you that don't know, World War II happened from 1935, 1939 to 1945. Camera was invented like the 1800s or something like that, right? Maybe early 1900s, right? You can go look it up for yourself. I'm tired. It's like 11:30 at night. I ain't doing the work, right? And he's like, you know, cameras weren't even invented back then. I'm like, yes, they were. He's like, no, they weren't. No, they weren't. And even if they were, they weren't. The footage wasn't going to be colorized or something like that, right? And I'm like, it's very obviously real. And I was like, and I looked at him dead in the face, and I said, hey, do you know what year do you think World War II took place? Looked at me dead in the face, stone face, like I had no idea, and said, I don't know, 1776? 1776? That's when that's when the U.S. liberated itself from Britain. That you are going 200 years in the past. What are you talking about? Flat out stupid. And then I looked it up later, right? This is maybe like 20, maybe 10 minutes after. I looked it up. Or no, he's like, how'd they colorize it? I was like, either the footage was probably colorized, and the stuff that wasn't, they probably used AI to recolorize it, to colorize it. And he's like, yeah, it's AI, none of it's real. None of it's real? Like, And he's like, prove to me that this is AI. He looked at it. He's like, yeah, see, it's all blurry. That's all AI. That's all AI. I'm like, dude, what are you on about? This is not AI. And after like a little bit of back and forth, I just stopped talking to the stupid kid, right? And then, then I look it up. Was there colorized footage of World War II? I said, is there colorized footage of World War II? And it said, yes. There's authentic colorized footage of World War II. I kind of like tapped him on the shoulder. I'm like, hey, I was right. He just scoffed. Like, I'm like, this kid's flat out stupid. And then that's probably about it for him. And then let's go like jokes and stuff, like the humor. It's not humor. It's just either racism, fascism, or not even funny. Like, let's start off with the racism part. I can go to school, and if I were to record in any of my classes, which I won't, I would have to censor the entire thing, because there would be so many slurs, so much cussing, and stuff like that, just constantly in my classes. Constantly. And like, I get some of it is funny. So it's like the other day, I was sitting in my advisory class, and the girl next to me is beefing with the kid behind her. And she's like, shut up. You're built like the letter B. She said, he's built like the letter B. It was funny, yes. But like, I don't know. And then I was probably sitting in one of my favorite teacher's classrooms during lunch, right? Me and my friends are talking. And then, hey, I'm throwing shit on my friends here. One of them is talking. He's outright not funny. Tries to be. Oh crap, my parents might be home. Oh crap, I don't know why I said that. And he's outright not funny. And then me and this friend were talking. Me and Jay. Still same friend group. Me and Jay. And we were talking. And then I was like, don't you hate it when you're like sleeping and there's like that one line of dust or dirt that you can't pick up with a dustpan, like no matter which way you turn it? And then Jay was like, yeah. And then X tapped me on the shoulder. And then he was like, you know what you should do? I was like, what? And I quote, F it, close one nostril and snort it up like cocaine. That wasn't funny. Like, I don't understand. And the humor, I'm done. Like, my last words to you is, what the hell is my school?